Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. I am Rishwana Barveen. I am pursuing my undergraduate in the stream of ECE at NPR College of Engineering and Technology. I am here to present the project on microwave oven simulation, which I have done on embedded internship in MHC Information Technologies. In this presentation, I am going to present two slides on project working demo. First slide is about what I have learned from my internship. Second slide is about how I implement this knowledge into a working prototype. Let's move on to the first slide. The content of the first slide are C programming and embedded C, microcontroller and microprocessor, embedded system, and project description. Let's move on to the first topic, C programming. It is a general purpose procedural imperative computer programming language. It is used in system software development, embedded software development, OS kernel development, firmware, middleware, and driver development, file system development, and many more. It is effectively used in various specific domains. It is a free-formatted language, not a strongly typed language. Most important consideration of a C programming are efficiency and its portability. The library facilities play an important role in C programming. Embedded C future. As for number system, it is classified into decimal, octal, hexadecimal, and binary. Data representation is done by bit, byte, and word. Integrated numbers are classified into positive and negative. The data types are classified into integral and floating point. Further, it is classified into character and integer, float, and double. Data type modifier is classified based on size. It is short, long, long, long. Based on signness, it is classified as signed and unsigned. The data type qualifier has const and volatile. Conditional construct. As for single iteration, it has if else, if, and switch case. As for multiple iteration, it has while, do while, and for. As for unconditional, it has continue and break. The operators. The operators are used to perform operation on its operand and it returns a value. Operators are classified into arithmetic, logical, relational, assignment, and bitwise. It has overflow and underflow in unsigned integer. Array. Array is a collection of data of same data type. Its addresses are sequential. The first element with lowest address and last element with highest address. So it is sequential. Pointer. Embedded in data structures such as array, structures, and unions. Parameter passing mechanism in function by passing the reference. It has a null pointer, which means the pointer that is assigned null. Functions are used to perform a specific surface. The parameter passing type is classified into pass by value and pass by reference. The function may be a passing array, rotating array, and recursive. Strings. The strings is a contiguous sequence of characters. It easily stores ASCII and its extension. The storage class is classified into auto, register, static local, static global, and extend. It has a preprocessor, which is header files and source files. Microcontroller. The microcontroller is an integrated circuit which is capable of being programmed to perform a specific task. It is an embedded inside device used to control the actions and features of a product. All components are in a single chip. It is less flexible and less design complexity. The things to be noted on when choosing microcontrollers are its application, performance, price, availability of tools, and special capabilities. Based on things when choosing a microcontroller. This is a block diagram of microcontroller. It has microprocessor, A to D converter, oscillator, random access memory, program memory. Microprocessor. A microprocessor is a computer processor wherein the data processing logic and control is included on a single integrated circuit or a small number of integrated circuits. All separate components, and it has more flexible and more design complexity than microcontroller. This is a block diagram of microprocessor which has ALU, control unit, and register array. It is connected to the input device and output device and memory unit. Embedded system. The embedded system is the most important to do this project. Embedded system means any combination of hardware and software which is intended to do a specific task is called as an embedded system. Embedded system is used to perform a specific task, whereas the general purpose system is used to perform a large number of tasks. The challenges when facing in embedded system are efficient input and the output, embedding and OS, code optimization, testing and debugging. Categories of embedded system. Embedded systems are classified into 4 categories. First category is standalone system. It is further classified into 2 types. They are slave system and independent system. The slave system is a system cannot take action by their own. Example, semi-automatic washing machine. Independent system, the system can take action by their own. Example, driverless car. The second category is a real-time system. It is a time-bound system which will take action on a specified time. The failure in this system are not acceptable. Example, airbag system. Next one is networked system. The system which are connected to a network is known as network system. Example, home security system. Mobile system. The system which are movable are called as mobile system. Example, robot. Embedded system has some real-time aspect. They are classified into 3 types: hard real-time, firm real-time, soft real-time. Hard real-time is a time should meet a deadline life-critical application. Firm real-time is similar to a hard real-time, and soft real-time can have tolerance in meeting a deadline. These are the components used in embedded system, which consist of a CPU, software, memory, A to D conversion, D to A conversion, actuators, accelerator system, and so on. Project description. Abstract of a project is, this project is based on microwave oven, which is used in our daily routine. Microwave oven is proposed in which the food status determines the time required for reheating or even cooking the food inside the microwave. Instead of speculating the length of time required to achieve a desired status, it is a real-time temperature monitoring system. In this project, we used to learn how microwave oven works. This project is totally implemented using a simulation software and some module. By creating a prototype works similar like a real microwave oven. What is mean by microwave oven? Microwave oven is used to heat the food using microwave, which is a form of electromagnetic wave. There are several modes in microwave oven. The microwave oven modes are classified into 4 types: micro mode, grill mode, convection mode, and start mode. Micro mode. This mode is used to cook food in a traditional way. It uses a maximum power of 900 watt. In this, the maximum time that you set for cooking is 60 minutes. Grill mode. This mode is used to cook meat and bread. It works as a micro mode, but the purpose is to cook meat and bread. User can set time as per the cooking time of the meat. Next one is convection mode. In this mode, user can set the oven to preheat for a particular temperature up to 255 degrees Celsius. It takes 3 minutes to preheat the oven. After preheating is done, then the user can set the time as per the requirement. Start mode. It directly starts for 30 seconds countdown. It can be used for short period time cooking. Requirement. The requirement of this project are MPLAB IDE, which is used to convert the C code into a hex code. X8 compiler, which is used to compile a C code. Next one, PIXSIMLab. It is a development board which consists of PIC16F877A microcontroller, 16x4 CLCD, tactile switch, matrix keeper, timer module, and fan module. Let's see what is PIC16F877A. It is a microcontroller. It has a 40 pins and 5 ports in total. It supports serial communication, for which it has 2-pin transmitter and receiver. You can receive data from receiver and can transmit data from transmitter. We have to place a crystal oscillator ranging from 4 MHz to 40 MHz. We will also need some programmer or burner to upload a hex file. This is a pin configuration of a PIC16F877A microcontroller. This is a block diagram of PIC16F877 microcontroller, which has a timer and 5 ports and memories, etc. CLCD. CLCD means character liquid crystal display. It is of two types, 16x4 or 16x2. It has totally 16 interface line. It is used to display all ASCII character and symbol. D0 to D7 are data line. It has built-in controller. It has own random access memory and read-only memory. That controller can execute the instruction and data. RS line means register select line. When RS value is 1, it is data. When RS value is 0, it is instruction. Which has the 16 pins. They are VSS, VD, V0, RS, RW, E, D0 to D7 pins, A and K. These are the 16 interface lines. Data processing in CLCD. The data processed by two methods. They are delay method and POL D7 method. In POL D7 method, we want to continuously monitor D7. In data lines, we are providing data. Read by write equal to 1 means read. Read by write equal to 0 means write. In read by write pin, it is permanently grounded. That means only write and data. In CLCD, D0 to D7 are connected to port D. RS and enable pins are connected to port E. It has a two way of communication. They are 4-bit and 8-bit. In 4-bit, it uses D4 to D7. In 8-bit, it uses D0 to D7. Enable pin acts as an indicator by apprising LCD about the inception of data transmission by the microcontroller. Tactile switch. The tactile switch is a switch whose operation is perceptible by touch. It is used to select the mode of operation, to enter the temperature and to enter the time in our project. This switch will produce a bouncing effect when a switch is pressed. There is a metal plate and terminal. It has a two triggering methods. They are edge trigger and level trigger. This is a tactile switch. Matrix keypad. This is a keypad in which the number of tactile switches are connected in a row and column concept. This is used when more number of user inputs are required and still want to save some control input and output line. These keypads are most commonly used in telephone, calculator and digital lockers, etc. In the cooking mode, the matrix keypad keys are used to select the respective mode, which is used to select micro mode, grill mode, convection mode and stat mode. These are the front and back of the matrix keypad. Here we can see the tactile switches are connected in a row and column concept. Timer. The timer is an important application in any embedded system, which is a default peripheral which maintains the timing of an operation in a SIC with a system clock or external clock. It has many applications such as measuring delays and generating delays, etc. The timer and counter is a software designed to count the time interval between the event. It has three modes: PWM counter or PW or PP measurement. The resolution in timer means register width. It may be 8 or 16 bit. Here to toggle the LED, 8-bit resolution is used. The tick is referred as change from one number to the another number. It may be up count or a down count. Quantum, which depend on the system clock setting, is a measure of time which is responsible for tick. Scaling, it may be a pre-scaler or post-scaler. The timer is set with the matrix keypad. Here we use star to clear and hash to enter. Fan module. As is implied by the name, cooling fan module is a device in a car that controls the temperature in the engine by regulating the speed at which the fan motor rotates. This creates a cooling effect in the engine by preventing it from overheating. Interrupt. An interrupt is a communication process set up in a microprocessor or a microcontroller in which the internal or external device requires a MPU or MCU to stop the processing. Then the MPU or MCU acknowledges the request and attends to the request. Goes back the processing where it was got interrupted. Polling. It is a process where the computer or controlling device wait for an external device to check the readiness or state, often with a low-level hardware. The disadvantages of the polling are poor response, less power management, loss of events may occur during polling. Classification. It is classified into two types, hardware interrupt and software interrupt. Hardware interrupt is further classified into maskable interrupt and non-maskable interrupt. ISR, which means interrupt service routine. An ISR is a software routine that hardware invokes in respect to an interrupt. ISR attends to the request of an interrupting source by clearing the interrupt flag and should save registered content that may be affected by code in the ISR. It must be terminated with the instruction retry. When an interrupt occurs, the MPU completes the instruction being executed. Then it disables the global interrupt enable and places the address from program counter on the stack. Let's move on to the next slide. Project working. First, we have to build a hex file in MPLAB IDE software. Then it is compiled by using MPLAB X8 compiler. Then in PixSimLab software, we have to load the hex file in PixGenius board and microcontroller PIC16F877A. In this slide, we are selecting the PixGenius board. In this slide, we are selecting the PIC16F877A microcontroller. After loading the hex file, it is powering on. The display shows the powering on microwave oven. We are selecting a CLCD 15x4. These are the microwave modes after the powering on, which shows micro mode, grill mode, convection mode and start mode. Micro mode, it shows the maximum power consuming is 900 watt. It asks the user to set the time as for convenient. The time is running now. To stop, we have to press 6. For pause, we have to press 5. For resume, we have to press 4. It is a grill mode. It asks the user to set the time. It is same as micro mode. And here we can start to clear and hash to enter. The time is running in a grill mode. Same as a macro mode, it is 6 to stop, 5 to pass and 4 to start or resume. In this convection mode, it asks the user to set the temperature up to 255 degrees Celsius for preheating. The preheating is done for totally 3 minutes, that means 180 seconds. If it exceeds 255 degrees Celsius, the CLCD display shows enter a valid temperature. Here in this slide, I set 125 degrees Celsius for preheating. After preheating is done for 3 minutes, it shows the timer running for 3 minutes for preheating. Here the timer asks to set the time after the preheating is done. Next is start mode. Here it is can automatically start for 30 seconds countdown. After cooking time is up, it shows cooking time up. Here that is the RB3 button. If the press this button, it indicates door status open. So display shows please close. Here the presentation of the 2 slide is finished. Let's move on to the project working demo. This is the MPLAB IDE interface. Here we are going to generate the hex code for the PixSimLab microwave oven simulation. This is a microwave oven simulation project which I have created. It consists of a header file and source file. There are 9 source code. They are clcd.h, main.h, matrixkeeper.h, timers.h, clcd.c, isr.c, main.c, matrixkeeper.c, timers.c. In this MPLAB IDE software, we are going to return the C code, which is converted into a hex code by MPLAB IDE software, and the C code is compiled by using the MPLAB X8 compiler. Let's move on to the project working demo. This is a PixSimLab software. Here I am going to simulate the microwave oven. First I am going to choose the board. Here I am choosing the PixGenius board. As for the microcontroller, I am choosing a PIC16F877A microcontroller. Then I am going to load the project file which I have already saved. This is the project file which I have already saved using the MPLAB IDE software. I am going to open this file. Here the file is loading. Here the file is fully loaded. It shows the powering on microwave oven and it's showing the 4 different modes of a cooking pattern. To select a micro mode, we have to press 1. The micro mode is starting. It shows the maximum power it consumes 900 watt. Here the display shows the user to enter the time required to cook the food. Let me set 10 seconds for convenient. Here we can use star to clear and hash to enter. To start the timer, we have to press hash. I am going to press hash. The timer is running and the cooler is started, and it shows 4 to start or resume, 5 to pass and 6 to stop. After the cooking time up, the cooler is turned off and the buzzer is turned on to indicate the timer. The cooking time up. It displays the cooking time up and it shows the buzzer is turned on. Next, I am going to select the grill mode. To select a grill mode, we have to press 2. It working is similar to the micro mode. It asked me to enter the time. Let me set 20 seconds. To start a timer, I am going to press hash. The timer is started. The cooler is turned on. To pause the timer, we have to press 5. I am going to press 5. The timer is passed. Sorry. Now the timer is passed. To resume a timer, I am going to press 4. Now the timer is start. To increase the timer, we can press 4. Here by pressing 4, it is increased to 30 seconds. It is running. To stop the timer, we have to press 6. Here the timer is stopped by pressing 6. Let's move on to the next mode, convection mode. To start a convection mode, we have to press 3. Now I am pressing 3. The convection mode is started. It asked me to enter the temperature for preheating. We can set temperature up to 255 degrees Celsius. Now I am going to set to 75 degrees Celsius. I am going to start by pressing hash. It asked me to enter the value temperature because I set the temperature above 255 degrees Celsius. Now I am going to set the temperature below 255 degrees Celsius. I am going to set 125. 1, 2, 5. I am going to start by pressing hash. The preheating is started. The preheating is done for totally 180 seconds. I mean 3 minutes. The cooler is also started. Meanwhile, I am going to explain this. These are the matrix keeper. This is LED. This is a microprocessor. This is a cooler module. This is a CLCD. And here I am choosing the 16x4 CLCD. Let's wait for 173 seconds. And one more important thing, I am going to say thanks to MXC Information Technology and Mentor. Actually, this internship was very useful for me as I am from an ECE background. I gained a lot of skills and knowledge in my course through this internship. Very thank you so much to MHC Information Technology. Now the preheating time is going to be finished. Now it asks me to set the time for cooking. Now I am going to set 10 seconds and I am going to start the timer by pressing hash. The timer is started and the cooler is turned on. Now I am going to tell about RB3 button. This RB3 button is used to indicate the door opening. If we press RB3 button, it indicates door opening. Door status open, so please close the door. The cooking timer is up. Let's move on to the next mode, start mode. The start mode is on by pressing 4. Here the timer is automatically set for 30 seconds. This is the start mode setting. Here 6 to stop, 5 to pass and 4 to start or resume. We can increase the timer by pressing 4. Now the timer is running and the cooler is also running. Now the cooking time up, the cooler is also turned off. That's all I have to say about this project. And very thank you so much to MHC Information Technology and Mentor for conducting this wonderful internship. Thank you.